So I'm Robert Bravo,
Hello.
producer.
Oh, sorry. Hello. Hello. I don't know why I said. I was thinking you should say hello first.
I'm Jason Horton. I was the director and writer and cinematographer and editor.
Hello, my name's Blaine Cade. I did some of the camera work and editing and some music for the movie.
And some sound work.
Oh, and sound also, yeah.
Hello, it's Robert again. I'm implanting my hello because apparently I forgot. And,
Hello.
Beautiful shot.
He just totally killed the mood.
Yeah. But how many? Oh, I wanted to ask you about the locations because
yeah, one of the biggest things when you're doing a micro budget feature, which is what I consider this to be, is locations. I mean, locations can cost so much on a regular feature. You know, it's good to write around what you have or what you can get, what you know you can get for no money. The location we're looking at right here is actually my place.
Right.
A little bit of set dressing. We're watching Reginald Jergen and Anna Marie Pasmino here.
That's how you pronounce the last name.
Yeah.
Pasmino.
With a P.
Been calling her Pariso since I met her.
So there's some production design right there with the Dorothy painting.
I saw that.
I was getting ready to say a Jesus painting.
She is Jesus to some people. I don't know.
It's true. So, Jason, can you explain what happened to her wrist, that she has the wrist?
She got carpal tunnel. No, I just thought it was a cool affectation. You know, it's something that people have. People have wrist brace. People hurt their wrists. You know, it was just a little something extra. I happen to have one from a slight case of carpal tunnel from working so many years at the coffee shop. And I had it laying around.
I think it shows that she's an injured person right off the bat. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
So this whole story, how did you come up with the whole story and the kidnapping and all that?
I stole it. Yeah, had a friend in college. He had the idea about a kidnapper who was an older gentleman who fell in love with a teenage girl, kind of Lolita story. And you know, he talked about it all the time, and you know, now he's like an insurance salesman somewhere. So you know, I stole it.
Well, he probably wasn't going to use it anyway.
Nah, I'm sure he was.
Gotta admit, that rat, my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, that was our first adventure.
That was a fake rat.
It was. But it was really, really convincing.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first adventure me and
Hear
Bravo
that, SPCA? That was a fake
went on.
rat.
Find a fake rat.
There was no real rats there. No real animals were harmed in this movie.
Actually, to be serious for a second, something I always found really interesting about this movie, all the music that you'll hear in this is completely, what's the term? It all takes place in the...
Within the thing.
the confines of
Diagenic
the
sound.
film.
Yeah.
So you won't hear music unless it's coming from a radio or
no
a car
score.
CD. No score. So now, if I remember right, I don't know if it was this scene or one of the scenes to follow, but we used a homemade jib, and there was a bit of an incident on set.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was. Yeah, I remember it being painful and feeling quite sorry for
You want
someone.
me to set that up? Tell the story?
I don't know. I wasn't actually. I was in the other room at the time.
Well, it was just set up to do this shot right here, and it was during right after a cut, and it was just kind of sitting there, and the weight side was like in the sidewalk where the weight was hanging, and our director kind of didn't see it, and he ran right into it and got a big welt on his head.
In case you're wondering, the weight he's referring to is a counterbalance that helps function with the jib.
And everybody was laughing except me.
It's real funny.
Yeah.
That's real.
Now, going back to locations, this is actually our
Line producer's house. It's in Buena Park, which is the home of Knott's Berry Farm.
It's very fancy.
Yeah. And that's your car he's driving.
Yeah, that's my truck.
It is. So it just goes to show you, you can do a lot if you just take the time to work it out for cheap.
And make a lot of friends
Aye.
that have houses.
Do a lot of favors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably spent, most of the last 2 years leading up to the filming of Trap working on other people's stuff, DPing or editing or, just PAing, doing as many favors as I could. And then when it comes time to do my movie, I just start calling in those favors. Yeah, it was really, really great working with Anna Marie again. She's somebody that I hope to continue working with, for as long as I'm making movies. Just a wonderful person, wonderful actress.
Showed a little
there's a unicorn in that shot. Do you see that?
There is a unicorn in that shot.
I didn't notice that before. Yeah.
Speaking of Robert Kitchen, our line producer, this is his big cameo in the movie.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Unshaven.
Aye, Fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
He's probably the most funniest guy I know.
Aye.
Besides Robin Williams.
You know him?
No, I just know his.
Or Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh yeah, or Sarah Silverman.
She is.
Sarah Silverman's funny.
Yeah. All the Monty Python, they're all funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his soul? Would you say? Escaping? So it's all blown out right here. Is that that's just to create the mood of the scene?
Yeah,
right?
That's artistic intent.
Right. It's to represent her not being in the best of mind sense, if I remember Jason's explanation of it.
So now we have more killers on the scene.
Yeah, this is originally supposed to be 2 guys. We just had Debbie just came in to read for the part. She was a friend of mine, and I just had her come in and read kind of as a courtesy. And she did so well, we ended up rewriting the part as a female.
Yeah. And that gun is from another movie.
Which, her
the
gun?
Shotgun?
Yeah, it's from Edges of Darkness.
Yeah.
There's her soul again.
Anne-Marie.
Now this is also kind of funny because I don't know if a lot of people realize, how uncomfortable it can be, but we were in I believe the proper term is suburbia, and we get to a few points where there is very loud swearing, and
people pointing gunshots
people
at someone sitting in a yard,
And
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure at the time people were returning from church to hear, "Damn!" and "fuck you!" and other such obscenities.
I don't think anybody said damn.
No, it was mostly
fucks and shit.
Really
So
loud.
I think she said motherfucker.
Motherfucker. That is correct. This was actually amazingly complex to get. That's blood flying up in his face. It was straw, blood, syrup, and me basically spitting on him. It was fun. I like spitting on people.
Yeah. Everything was done with the lowest cost in mind.
So I'd like to take a moment to point out this song you're hearing is by the legendary Chubby Checker. It's called The Fly.
That's
He's
true.
A singer from the 50s.
He wouldn't lie.
Keeps on going. It's funny, I saw him in concert not too long ago. You still see him doing his doing the twist. Man's almost in his 70s, and you see him on stage, he looks like he's in his early 20s.
It's true.
Indubitably.
It's a song I grew up with. My mother was always into the 50s type music. And it was always this was one of the songs that innovated the dance craze songs, I think you call them.
It was. And since we're on the subject of Mr. Checker, not a lot of people realize, but before him, no one danced the part. He was the very first singer where you danced on your own. It wasn't like a slow dance where your arms are on her or her arms are around you, blah, blah, blah. He created that phase of dancing on your own.
Really?
And true.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Alright, so that whole sequence that we just watched, that wasn't in the original script. The opening, 9 minutes of the movie. Originally, the movie began and ended in this
single location
cabin. Yeah. We originally wrote the script to, be super low budget, take place all in one location with only 3 actors. They never left this location. It wasn't until we got a little bit closer to production that we decided we needed to open it up just a little bit, have a little bit more of a splashy opening, and, I thought it added a little more emotional weight to Walter's character to give him a daughter. So we created the Tori character and the hitman, and went from there.
Well, thank you for telling everyone who haven't seen the movie already. Tori is in fact Walter's daughter.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, the spoilers contained.
This
was the first day that I was actually worked on the movie, so I showed up and I did like production design the day before, me and Jason, and then they kept doing this scene over, so I taped. They have a hole in the box, so this oranges fall out. So I taped a cardboard. I was like, I'm gonna fix the box so the oranges don't fall over, because I didn't understand that he was really acting that the oranges. So I fixed it, and there he was all like, I can't do it. The oranges won't fall out because I fixed the box. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Quick
Alonzo got mad at me. He's like, you messed up my box. I was like, what are you talking about? I fixed it. He's like, no, the oranges are supposed to fall out. I was like, oh, okay. Never mind.
Quick continuity detail. The oranges in this are in fact lemons.
Well, actually, they are supposed to be lemons because he's making the cleanse, which is done with lemon, maple syrup, and cayenne.
Yeah. So lemons, not oranges.
Right.
See, that's how
that was a commentary continuity error.
Yeah.
It was. Speaking of the cleanse, now Jason, where did you come up with the idea of having Alonzo, or the character Franklin, partaking in what is known as the Master Cleanse?
I had recently attempted the Master Cleanse. And
how'd that go for you?
Pretty much the same way it went for him. I did about 2 days and thought it was bullshit.
I would not suggest it. To each their own, but I did not enjoy it. I tried it myself. I actually went for 7 days, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
And I should point out, I felt no better. In fact, I kind of thought I was going to die.
I lasted for about half a day, and I was just like, I'm really hungry. I miss shrimp, so I ate some shrimp. But, yeah.
He also likes veal.
Yeah.
And
wild things.
venison.
I like to eat wild things,
This is Alan Parada coming on screen. Was one of my best finds that one of the best actors I've found since I've been working in movies. We were really lucky to happen upon him. We actually didn't audition very many people for the role of Walter. We had another actor that we were pretty sure we were going to go with, that we'd worked with in the past. And then when we got into the audition situation, realized that he just wasn't right for it. And just by a weird coincidence, we had called one other actor.
Single Walter.
And it was Alan. And he read it, and that was the end of that. We just knew it had to be him.
And you always thought Alonzo was good. You wrote this part for Alonzo, right?
I'm just pretty much stuck with Alonzo, whatever I do. Yeah. It's like... I'm getting ready to do a movie, and Alonzo calls me up. He's like, "You got a part for me, right? You got a part, right? You gonna put me in the movie?" And if I don't, I never hear the end of it. Yeah. So, all right, here's your part, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like what's his name that made the Evil Dead movies?
Oh, Bruce Campbell, right?
No, the director.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, he's always got to have his brother in there,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Alonzo, he's like my brother.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
you guys wear the same clothes.
It's true.
He's wearing my shirt right there.
All of his wardrobe is your clothes.
Not all of it.
You kept trying to
2
say,
shirts.
I don't want Alonzo. You couldn't do it, man. That's a lie. Yeah. I had been trying to say, well, let's try to get a name actor, and he's like, fuck that. I'm getting Alonzo, because Alonzo's the man.
Yeah. Alonzo has a name,
and he came in.
Is it Alonzo?
It is.
He kind of tried to write all of his own dialogue too, to fit him. Like he was
true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Oh, it's not true.
Oh, apparently
he actually has a lot of respect for the word on the page, and he'll, to the detriment of the performance, even he'll be like to the letter, until I tell him to change it.
Yeah, that's right. He's got it all. He'll memorize it and say exactly like it's on the page.
Yeah, well, he's a writer himself,
he'll learn it.
He has a lot of respect for the words, and he wants to say the words that are on the page. That's cool.
And so long as we are praising Alonzo and his lovely family, I should point out that they, again with our locations and how we found them all, this cabin where the majority of the movie is filmed is again his property.
All right, this is actually in not this exterior shot, but everything interior was shot in downtown Hollywood. They live off of like Highland, like somewhere like Highland and like Hollywood down there.
That's the gun in your truck. Tell us about the gun in your truck.
Oh, yeah. Right, we shot this. This was a pickup like maybe a week after we finished production. And myself and James Bills, who does some effect stuff and done some camera work for us on this, we were driving around, and I had when he finished with the gun in that scene, he put it in the glove box, and I just forgot about it. And we're about a block away from my house, and I'm looking for my garage door opener, and I had pulled over and taken off my seatbelt, and then a cop pulls me over, and that gun is sitting there, and I didn't realize the gun was in there until he asked me for my registration, and I go to open up the glove box, and then there it is, boom. I mean, I just got lucky that the cop wasn't looking, he didn't see it, so I just very calmly like reached in, grabbed the registration, closed the glove box, here you go, sir. And he didn't find it, thank God.
Wow. That exterior was up at where I live, up in Gore Hills over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
What we were saying about Alonzo's, though, we're shooting this all, and it's supposed to take place in this isolated cabin, but, we're in downtown Hollywood, so it's constant sirens, helicopters. This was also going on, it was like the weekend after Michael Jackson had died, and there was all these helicopters doing the passes. So
right, He's right by the Hollywood Boulevard right there, right?
Yep. That's crazy.
So this is my place that I live up. Gore Hills.
Flopped.
Yeah,
and we have Franklin here playing the first of his many reversals, trying to act a little scared, like he'd never done anything like this before. And of course, having watched the movie, we all know this is just a front. He's just playing Walter to see how he'll react, and if what he's gonna do in this situation.
We wanted to try to have like traps and stuff throughout the movie, like mouse traps. You'll see mouse traps every once in a while, or cages, or anything that would trap.
There's one on the floor by that table. You can barely see it, but it's there.
And there's a fish net back there that, to catch fish, obviously. And so there's little things like that littered throughout the movie.
We said the rat trap in front of the truck, right?
Yeah, the rat trap in front of the truck.
Yeah, that actually
the bird cage.
The bird cage. Yeah. No, that rat trap, or that rat, I should say, that prosthetic rat actually really upset me.
That's Blaine's Jeep.
Yeah, my Jeep.
So I show up to the set, and they have this this hideous foam rubber rat. It looks like something from any party store on Halloween, and it's like, no one's gonna believe this. So I had to go out on a mission to find a realistic prosthetic rat. I took our prop guy, Mr. Blaine. I can't say it.
Blaine Cade.
Thank you. And
nice to meet you.
My landlord's radio back there.
we made it.
Which we in post production we actually turned that into a more important part of the movie.
The radio.
Yeah, because we have music coming through there.
That's true.
Yeah. As we were saying before, how all the music's happening within the movie. It just it eliminates the need in a movie as low budget as this to hire a composer. Because truth be told, on our last movie, Edges of Darkness, the composer fees were close to 40% of the actual budget.
Yeah.
So and something like this, we just couldn't afford it.
And then you had to find the right composer.
Right, and we actually went through 3 on Edges of Darkness before we found the guy.
I love the composition on this particular shot with them in the windows.
Yeah. So, but back to the rat. If you ever want to get a realistic dead-looking rat, buy a can of tamales and mash one up and put fur on it. And that's a rat. That's a rat.
Put little olive eyes.
Yeah, little olive capers.
Conveniently, I was also able to eat the tamale rat afterwards. It was delectable. This may or may not be true. Now, going back to locations, Walter's room.
Yeah, we're back at my place. The cabin only had 1 bedroom, and it was Tennessee's room, which of course we could have redressed, but just the time that it would have took to do it. We were shooting all of those days within 2 consecutive weekends, 4 days, and that's all we had. So we had to try to farm out as many shots and other locations as we could. So we put that bedroom shot there. And of course, this is the great Cade playing here on the radio. This is actually probably my favorite song of the soundtrack. I just think it made this whole sequence just like creepy. Like they're playing this country music and she's just sitting there. It's cool.
Why is he brushing his teeth so hard that they bleed?
It's gingivitis.
Oh, is that what he has?
That's what happens, man.
Yeah.
You never had gingivitis?
No, I just
bleeding gums.
I just thought he was going crazy.
No, I mean the thing was he's like so intense over what had just happened, and he's concentrating on that, doing this really mundane task, and then while doing that, he's so that he starts to bleed. Maybe a little too much.
No. So do you want to go into talking about our actress for Tennessee? She was actually your call, and I'm glad you made it.
Nope.
I see.
I found her in NA. Luckily, she was able to fit in the movie in between relapses. Of course, third day of production, she had a total, what do you call it, relapse? That's what breakdown. Meltdown. Yeah. I'll point that scene out later. It was kind of like Jan Michael Vincent on Airwolf. You'd kind of prop her up. She'd say a couple of lines, and then she'd pass back out. That's why she spends most of the movie laying down. No, we were super.
Oh, this green bandana. I want to say, she was a trooper, I guess you could say, at being.
If you wanted to be commentary cliched, you would.
Yeah. She's being tied up and blindfolded in a room full of a bunch of people she doesn't know. Yeah, mostly males. And then she's been doing it for like hours, with this gag in her mouth, and it's getting all wet. And she finally takes it off, and the green dye of the thing had gone all over her face. She's like this big green face on her, I laughed. I should have laughed.
She was a good sport.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, no, she was awesome. I was very pleased with her.
Yeah, no, that was a part we were worried about. We had we saw probably 70 girls for that role, maybe more. And the first the first round of auditions, we were despondent. And then Ashton walked in, and she came back and callbacks with maybe 2 other girls, and she was just the most natural by far. Really talented girl.
Yeah, she was the only one, honestly, I could forget I was watching an actress. And I just felt like I was watching an individual.
Yeah, when you watch the tapes, you just like, she's perfect for the character and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she wore cowboy boots.
Yeah, I loved her boots.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing I remembered most was her boots from her first audition.
That was funny.
All this production design, Jason wanted it to look kind of like remnants from the 80s, or like, because people don't live here anymore. It's just like old stuff that's still in the cabin. Right. So we have all these like 80s references that not over the top references, but
not kitschy,
small ones. Yeah. Yeah. Like there, you can see there's a G.I. Joe tank in there, which I love.
Yeah, there's in that first in the first scene between them, that tank is sitting there, just like pointed right at Walter's head.
Yeah. I thought
Jason originally wanted to have all this David Bowie posters all over the walls. I told him,
and Rubik's cubes. And,
yeah. That didn't quite work.
Alonzo would moonwalk in and out of scenes.
Ow! Woohoo! Stove's hot.
Hey.
And that big, huge bird cage behind Alonzo right there is like, I found that on Craigslist for I think $25 or something like that. So really? I went to the place. Yeah, I went to this apartment complex. It was real shady, and the guy walks out with the bird, the cage, and
was the bird still in it?
No, but there was like
drugs,
feathers. I don't know. Something happened to the bird. Maybe it escaped, I believe. But
maybe he ate it.
Yeah, I really got lucky with that. That's the perfect cage I was thinking of to find.
Yeah, because that was really what I was talking about. I wanted the original poster art to be kind of like a Barbie doll in a Tweety Bird cage, like the old Warner Brother character.
Yeah, Tweety. That's how the whole cage idea began.
Yeah. Going back to some of the poster art and promotional art, I really got to give it to James again. He took some of our
James Bills.
Yes, James Bills.
James L. Bills.
James L. Bills.
Okay.
Esquire.
Okay. Yeah. No, he took some of our on-set photography, and he, really did some amazing stuff with it.
So is it really nighttime right here, or
you
fake this?
This is actually nighttime.
Okay.
We're not that good.
Well, you guys are.
Yeah.
Me, I am, but I chose not to. No, that's a lie. I had no talent at night whatsoever.
It's funny that Jason was dressed just like Walt is dressed. Like, it's true. He had the wife beater and the jeans on.
Yeah.
And at one time I was just like, I wonder if he wrote Walt after himself. I don't know.
Well, Walt and Franklin both are pieces of me. I think every character you write are pieces of you. Right. But these two in particular, this is probably the most personal story I've ever written. And they both have, they both have strong characteristics of different sides of my personality.
So do you feel that the female side of your personality is kidnapped and trapped in a room?
Yes.
Bound so she can't speak?
Yes.
That's okay. We're working through some things here.
Everything's out of focus.
It's not your fault, Jason. It's not your fault.
I know. You know, the other thing I didn't realize as we were, first scouting the location, Alonzo's like, oh, I got this place and it's decent size. You gotta check it out. And I walk in there and I'm looking around. And it's all empty, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. And we schedule everything, and then we get in there about a week before shooting, and I actually put these 2 actors in the room, and then you realize for the first time actually how small this place is. And it's like, man, how on earth are we going to shoot, 90 minutes of stuff and try to make it look different and fresh?
Angle. Yeah.
It's like, oh, man. And then the fights, you're like, oh, my God, they're going to just tear this, little tiny place down.
It's like Das Boot in a cabin, or Das Boat in a cabin.
You lost me on that one.
It's just like it.
It's all enclosed. It's in a submarine.
It's a Wolfgang Peterson movie.
Shot in a submarine.
That
it's
is
hard to get different angles and stuff.
Now I know, and
or,
it's half
yeah,
the
well, I
battle.
kept thinking of Bug, Fredkin's
yeah.
Bug,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I don't, not half that.
So Jason,
good.
Can you tell me what's in that bag?
His soul.
Ah,
Oh wow.
that seems familiar.
No, it's a girl, man. You saw the
It's
movie.
the little girl. Yeah.
That's what the face is for.
And I thought it was important early on to show that Walter was starting to care for the girl. So he brings the pillow into her, and just to connect their relationship. Early on.
So he loves this sofa, Walt.
Yeah, he does.
It's like he likes feels safe on it, I think.
Yeah.
Except for this scene.
When he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah. So
That's the big bathroom sequence.
this what was your idea for him doing all these things?
Well, the
I
thing,
know, but
yeah. I mean, the thing was he had just he's an ex-con. He's basically spent the last 30 years in prison, and he's institutionalized. He's used to sleeping in this little tiny room similar
Right.
to this bathroom,
Yeah.
and he just isn't comfortable in the large open room, like say the living room or his bedroom. He needs that confinement to be comfortable.
So it has the opposite of claustrophobia, which
Right. Yeah, just a fear of open spaces, right? So you just spent so much time in jail, you can't handle the open space.
this was this is still in the same cabin right here.
Yeah, it's still Alonzo's.
Yeah.
It's the continuation of the big bathroom sequence.
He changes his shirt a lot. He's always changing his little outfit.
Well, these are days. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You wake up in the morning, you put on a new shirt. It's most regular people.
No, I don't. I've had this shirt on for almost a week.
Yeah, actually, I've been wearing this one too for a couple days.
There's a little house in the background that I did a bunch of work on, but you don't really get to see it.
No.
It's like one of my
We purposely went out of
Yeah,
focus
I
every
spent
time.
I spent a whole day working on that thing. I was like, it's gonna be so cool, and then you don't see stuff like that in the final movie, But it's
Yeah.
back there, so I know
Right.
it's there. But there's little references to traps in that house that if you were to get a close up of it, you could see.
The bird seed, unicorn, bird cage, all fitting.
There's a disheveled Barbie doll inside the bird cage too, which you never get a shot of.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that
Yeah.
was in there.
and I think little things like that help actors too.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is in there.
creates
You
a
get it
creates
little
a
Atmosphere.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
what they
this
say.
picture of this cat right here.
The one that's always staring at his head.
I found that at Goodwill.
Wait, is this
Yeah.
No, there's a scene later on where it's it's
Yeah.
a profile from the two of them, and the cat's staring at him the entire time.
bit.
There it is. We should put cat noises in there.
What was going on behind the scenes in this whenever we were shooting this? Wasn't there some kind of controversy?
Ashton was passed out in the corner.
Yeah.
Um,
She didn't get a lot of sleep,
Yeah,
except on
Oh god, that reminds me.
most
Go
it
on.
was
that's what I'm
pill
trying
induced.
to. Yeah.
No, what was going on?
No, I was talking about that opening sequence with Reggie and Anna Marie. Now I did all the catering for this feature. I stayed up every day until 3 a.m. cooking, and then I had to be on set by 6. Obviously, I was really proud of that because we chose to pursue our own catering, and I have some experience in the kitchen. We were able to provide, where on a movie with this kind of budget, you may be giving people.
And not to be coy, the production budget of this movie was $4,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate on commentators that they sit there and talk about, we made our movie for a ball of yarn, and when really it was $100,000, it was $200,000.
No, this is really $4,000.
Yeah, we shot this movie for $4,000.
No, but I mean, we were providing our actors who would, otherwise be getting like hot dogs and potato salad with,
high quality food.
Sushi, homemade lasagna, chicken parmigiana.
I think it's important to have good food on the set, because if you don't, then it makes people happy.
It was something that was really important to me, that there was some way we could show the actors, no, we can't pay you a lot of money, but we want to show you that we care and that we're happy you're here.
Right.
And, it was the least that I could do.
Yeah, I think these two really started to kind of gel here, too. I mean, I overall, this was a really tight-knit cast. Like, I think they worked really well together. I mean, of course, I'd worked with Alonzo before on Edges of Darkness, and, I DP'd another feature he was on. And then Ashton and Alan were both new to me, but I mean, working with them on this, it felt like we'd been working together forever. They both took direction really well, and they had a lot of good input. I was really, really happy with them. Ooh, I love that smack. Yeah, that's cool. Alonzo was so much a fucking pussy about like hitting her.
Oh, I know. She's
doing anything.
Harder.
Yeah. I mean, not that we actually wanted him to hit her, but I mean, he was so like, anytime he had to grab her or anything, he's like, and she's like, grab me.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, she was so high, she would know the difference.
No.
I think she wanted to feel something. Like that 9 Inch Nails song, "Hurt."
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I only killed and know I'm alive.
Yeah.
Somebody said that. Who's that? Ministry?
Maybe.
I think it was Roosevelt.
And if I remember right, a lot of these posters and definitely the scripts on...
yeah, those are all Alonzo's. That's a movie Alonzo's developing, boxing movie, of course.
The Hard Knocks.
And the needles and syringes came from my work. Dr. Dean gave me some syringes for props.
Yeah.
So
Dr. Dean did not pay for that bit of free advertisement right there, I should point out.
Nope. Well, he does pay me by the hour.
I guess he did pay
Malibu Animal Hospital.
Move to Malibu.
On PCH.
Yeah.
That camera was like $150.
Yeah. They don't make Polaroids anymore.
Apparently, Polaroids are a thing of the past, and we wanted that old 70s look. And
couldn't get it.
You can still buy a Polaroid camera, but you can't buy Polaroid film. So I went out and I got this Polaroid camera, and then we go out on the mission to get film for it, and it doesn't exist. So I had to go out and get another camera.
Last minute,
like the day before we were supposed to shoot.
Yeah.
But I like it. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah,
there's a lot of last minute things that happened. Like the easel was a big deal. I was supposed to bring this great easel that I had that matched the walls and the sofa, same color.
Oh, you forgot it?
Yeah, I totally forgot it.
So,
I had my truck packed with stuff.
Yeah, I show up on set again.
That's Blaine's wonderful tree work outside the yard. And you gotta remember, this was downtown Hollywood. There was a big pink house right back there.
So we covered it in branches.
Yeah.
No, but I remember I got to set and they were like, we don't have an easel. We don't have an easel.
Yeah.
So I made a couple of phone calls, and me and Deborah Connor, who was our script supervisor as well as still photographer, went out and got ourselves an easel. Because Blaine let us down.
I was all like mad. I was mad at myself. I was like, I'll drive back to my house and I'll get the easel. But
he did a great job, though. He brought us Tuco, which is our canine companion who kept us calm during the entire shoot.
What did you guys go pick out her outfit, or?
Yeah, I did. Just like Edges, I took all the our costume designer, right?
You want to make sure they're comfortable with what they're wearing.
Yeah. And just for sizes. I mean, again, this ain't a big budget, and they give you your sizes. But I mean, most of the time on features like this, the actors they want to be involved.
Mm-hmm. Helps build their characters, I guess.
Now, whose idea was it? Because I know originally we were going to be drawing blood from the inner thigh. Who was it who said that shooting from her ankle would...
I did that, because it's just, that's where it's more feasible to get blood from the ankle than the inner thigh. Yeah. And also, that's still the wrong spot. You would actually want to do it on the top of the foot.
Well, way to tell us now.
Yeah, but I mean, thematically, it works.
It works better.
It works with the wrist, only with the ankle like that.
Right, it made it more slightly sexual.
Yeah. So, I think little things like that are okay, And these guys aren't professional nurses or anything like that.
That's true.
They do what they can.
Is this our first interaction or second interaction?
This
is the first one you see.
Right.
There's some stuff that happened off screen that we don't necessarily know what happened.
Do you think, as a character, you think he's attracted to her right now, or what's the deal?
I think he's... Yeah, I do. I think he is attracted to her slightly. I think he's struggling with it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think almost from the outset he was. Hey, but I don't necessarily think it started as a sexual attraction. I think she started as kind of a surrogate for his daughter.
Oh, right.
And it kind of developed through her manipulation.
Right.
Yeah, because you have to imagine that... I would say the last time he possibly could have seen Tori before going to jail, she would have been probably younger than this. She wouldn't have even been born yet, would she?
Yeah, she was like 2 or something.
Scratch that from the record.
I don't know.
I think if I would have just gotten out of prison, I'd be like, I don't know.
Randy?
More like tall. Yeah. I'd be more Randy than Walt.
Yeah. Well, I think
especially you're in a cabin.
The thing about Walt's character in general
knife.
Is Walter is he's shut down emotionally. That's basically how he survived prison. I mean, he totally went into himself.
Yeah.
And just shut down all of his emotions and everything. And then little by little throughout our story, these emotions are reawakened. Whether it's his love for his daughter, or the sexual reawakening with Tennessee, or the friendship thing with Franklin.
Right.
It's like piece by piece, he kind of is rediscovering his humanity.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Becoming human.
Mm-hmm.
Is this is this like real food that he's cooking right here, or some kind of mock-up?
It's a prop.
No, it was real food. It just wasn't nothing good.
You wouldn't want to eat it?
It was like a can of like pinto beans or something, or soup or something.
It was a can of like mulatto. Mulatto was like that. I don't even know.
Okay, it was a can of something.
Some kind of soup.
And Alonzo's doing his master cleanse over there.
Call that soup?
Minestrone, whatever.
Maybe. What was it supposed to be? Chicken?
It's supposed to be chicken Creole. It looks nothing like it, but...
You send a guy who doesn't know what Creole looks like to
well, it's
Creole.
okay. I mean...
Maybe
maybe
Walt just can't cook.
Yeah, that's true. He learned working offshore.
Minnesota? I'm going to spend the rest of this commentary trying to think of what that soup was.
And actually, all the commotion in the other room there with him hitting her and all, that was something that I actually added pretty late in post-production. Originally, he was just in there taking the pictures and drawing the blood. I just, at this point in the movie, it just felt like we needed something a little stronger and a little more dramatic to show, his interactions with Tennessee. There's our big trailer moment.
Yeah, telling her like it is.
Telling her like it is.
She looks very comfortable.
Well,
too.
she was actually passed out during this.
Oh
wait, that's where she woke up.
Yeah.
Right after we cut, she yelled, "Worms! There's worms all over me."
Well, see, that's why she's so good in this, is most of the time she's not acting. She really would forget where she was and what she was doing. She would just wake up and she was tied and gagged and...
Yeah.
What's going on?
Kind of like Tara Reid in Afraid of the Dark. What was that movie?
Oh, God.
Or what was that movie?
The U-Bowl movie.
Do you want to discuss what...
In the Darkness or something?
Do you want to discuss what was used for the excrement, I believe is the proper term, in that bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Paper?
Jason had what did you have, chili or something in there?
Chili. Oh, it was the chicken Creole, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was, the chicken Creole.
We found use for it.
And then for some reason I was like, we need something that looks like turds floating around in there. So I took the magazine and I wrapped up cotton with the pages from the magazine.
Did you put in masking tape or?
No,
Oh, okay.
Wrapping tape. I mean,
Okay.
regular clear tape. But anyway, one of the turds was an advertisement for the new, for the latest Indiana Jones 4 movie. And Robert Bravo thought that was so funny.
Ooh.
Well,
I did too. That's why
I'll be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan of that particular feature film.
I think it speaks a lot of. I think it speaks volumes.
Right.
I just like the cat.
What cat? Oh yeah, nice pussy, cat.
And this commentary just went down a couple of levels on
cat humor.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of.
I like Alonzo's scar.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't put that on there. That's really his.
No.
With the chicken pox?
No, he got the scar. He got that in a cat fight. Yeah, I think all of these car shots here, I mean, you know, it's a simple shot, but I just really like the way they look. I mean, the DVX really captures that outside footage really well. You know, there's a depth of field. It just looks really good.
I'm sorry.
Walter. That was really good, though. I thought he was next to me.
Yeah.
We found that bed frame in Culver City out by the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much anything. Yeah,
no,
there
was
was
me
a lot
and
of
Bravo.
stuff. It was, did the what do you call it? Bed frame or the headboard?
It didn't work out. Nah, we just ended up using the bed frame. We couldn't figure out any realistic reason why they would have a headboard with no bed frame.
Yeah.
So we just got rid of it.
But somewhere around here in the original version of the script, wasn't the underwater fight sequence in here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's another movie.
Yeah.
It's a sore point.
Sore subject.
Yeah.
Sore point. Underwater sequences. Just my abyss dream.
Slightly out of our price range at present.
Oh, I never. Yeah.
Let's be cry.
There's the war axe from Edges of Darkness on that wall over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these shots in here, it kind of looks artistically done like this, like it was all. But I guess we're just trying to get different angles in the same room, but it works, you know.
Yeah. Because I mean, a lot of it. I mean, this room, this is a
down.
tiny room, and I mean, without
the walls don't fly out.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, there was the war axe. Yeah, you said earlier. From a lot of props from Edges.
Oh, wait.
Reused.
A second ago, was the jib in the back of the?
No, it was the bed frame.
Bed frame was in the truck. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I only had one day with Alonzo to shoot those exteriors, and the bed frame happened to be in the truck, and I couldn't get it out.
You never know it was the same one.
Nah, I mean, it's not. I think that's a.
So now this night, going back, is this night a real night or is this night a?
This is a real night.
Did we skip the night that we made? Oh, that's only in Tennessee's room, right?
Yeah, we pretty much only did
Oh,
fake night in there.
actually.
I mean, we could have covered these windows, but we never did.
I swear, man, he did such a great job with every little bit of action he did.
Who's that?
Well, both of them, honestly, but I'm just saying.
I always thought Alonzo was kind of faggy.
Well, no, but I mean, Alan sells it, man. He does a great job. I'm just gonna bypass that altogether.
Alonzo's very. He doesn't like violence, so right after we did this, he started vomiting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's impartial to it, I guess.
And Alan being
That's not
the,
pacifist.
Yeah, he's a pacifist. But I his book that he was reading
He's a vegan too.
was another prop. I just rented it from the library, so
Which
it
one?
was free. The book he was reading.
Oh, you're talking about the Mice and Men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to have like an old version of it. And library has books if you need to rent
yeah.
or check them out.
And often they are old.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Aye.
Old and sweaty.
That's my
Just
shirt.
like-
Yeah.
How much of Alonzo's wardrobe was?
About 50%.
Uh,
The jacket was bought, but I mean, it's a jacket I probably would wear.
I wanted that jacket actually. I thought that looked
Yeah,
good.
he wasn't going to keep it until one of his children said, "Dad, that jacket's fly." So then he wanted it.
Is that really the story behind
I
it?
swear to God.
Oh, these cans of beer.
Rosselli's Brown. What is it?
Rosselli's Brown Ale, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a reference. Oh, what was that?
these are
Oh yeah.
I haven't matted it yet.
these are sodas that we just.
There was a couple that were real beer.
Well,
Some of
yeah.
them were beers, and then Alan told me he said I can't drink beer.
So we went out and
we had to
we
get
taped
sodas.
the label onto.
Yeah, I made it so you could untape the labels and tape them back on.
It was Alonzo that couldn't drink beer, right?
Now
Oh.
that
Oh, was it Alan?
As well, Alan, I think.
Because he
Alan.
drank one. He had like a beer buzz.
on one watered down beer, I think that was the point. Was after like the 8th or 9th scene, it may have been an issue, or the 8th or 9th take of having to drink.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't want to have drunk actors on your set. Another Uwe Boll moment, I think.
Which one?
Michael Madsen.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't on that set.
Rumors.
Nurse Rumors. What the fuck was the name? I still can't. That name of that movie is bugging me, man. Something dark.
Yeah.
After Dark.
No.
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. Thank
Alone
you.
in the Dark.
Thank
Christian
you.
Bale is
Christian Slater.
action hero.
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater, yeah. Christian Bale's an action hero too.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Christian Bale, Christian Slater in Alone in the Dark too. Is he having a nightmare?
Yeah, actually, you can hear her voice underneath there.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the little painting montage. I have to say, as a painter, I can't drink and paint. It's difficult.
No,
it just comes out
maybe.
blobby.
Well,
maybe
that's why you never made it.
Oh.
Something I thought was funny, and it was a little bit of a continuity goof, but you note that he is red, yellow, and green paint on his palette.
Yeah.
Yet the painting is black and gray.
Yeah.
Well, if you mix,
right.
Blue and green, you get something. Do we? I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe everything he touches just
turns to gray.
Turns gray.
Yeah,
sucks the life.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire.
I don't remember that. Everything he touches dies.
No, I just meant he sucked the life out of the movie.
Oh.
Thank you.
That was a nice camera move.
No.
Didn't even notice it.
Was that
I don't know.
Steadicam?
How do we shoot all it? Well, I know, but I keep asking these stupid questions. I know the answer. We shot a lot of handheld and stuff on tripods.
Yeah, well, I mean,
there's a few things.
The thought was that the first third of the movie was going to be almost completely static and tripod shots, and then as it progressed, it would get progressively more and more handheld and a little more chaotic.
Right.
But as we got into shooting, we realized that we wanted to make all the scenes within the girls' room handheld, from the start. So we didn't do any of those static, and then. As we were running out of time on some of the earlier scenes, I mean we had to go handheld a little bit more just to make our days.
Right.
There was some kind of joke going around about the Dr. Dave shirt, and I never really caught on to it.
And you never will.
It's not really so much as a joke as it is
just
a
funny.
sad representation of life.
There was a much better shot in this take that I really liked, but I couldn't make it work with the stuff happening inside.
There's your truck again. Can you tell us something about your truck or anything? Any stories, fun stories about your sunroof?
No.
Flying off.
It doesn't have one
anymore.
But once it did.
But it worked out for the movie because you could get shots from
and it looks
above.
It's unique.
Yeah.
It's unique. They like it.
It's all fake.
I think this was one of her more lucid days.
Yeah.
Now the advantage to making all of our own food, except for that, was I had power over what drugs went into whose food, and who got the roofie and what have you. So that was good.
Huh?
I still have
What
no
are you talking about?
Oh, here's that police guy we hired.
Now that was the most expensive piece of production value right there.
Yeah.
So Alonso's acting pretty calm at this point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, his character's kind of schizophrenic.
Yeah. Here's your
hit people again. She showed up and did not have the wardrobe. We didn't have the wardrobe for her, and we had to use the makeup girl's sweats or something for her here. I can't remember. I remember they weren't her pants though, and they weren't the character pants.
And this guy, the other actor here in the middle.
Oh, Alan.
His name's Alan.
Mm-hmm.
I've met him once on set.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Him?
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And very, very talented. Very good at saying the word job.
Job? Or
Gig.
gig?
Gig.
Jig.
And we actually worked that into the script.
Great find though. I mean, I had planned on it being just a straight American, wisecracking guy, and just an audition he came in and was just really cool. And the guy he auditioned with came in and left his cell phone on, and it kept ringing, and the guy actually took a call in the middle of the take.
I've never been
but it was Alan's concentration though was just incredible, because he stayed in the scene, stayed in character throughout the call, and then the guy got off the phone and they completed the scene. And of course we didn't cast the other guy, but we cast Alan.
I wish I would have been there for the casting. I always like that. It's a fun part.
Except for in our case, we had a very, very small studio we were using.
Oh yeah, how did y'all have all that set up to do casting?
Well, this was my first time arranging for casting calls, so I made a couple of novice decisions. I didn't schedule things out the way I wish I would have. Now we had 300 people show up into a little maybe 20 by 20 room at the same time. And then we started, we also, the room we were in was filled with myself, Jason Gray, who was our casting director, alongside of 2 actors and the original fellow we were going to get to play Walt as well. So it was busy. And then, of course, next to us, for whatever reason, they had incredibly loud techno music playing. So we're trying to
Pilates studio.
Oh, Pilates. So we're trying to take this seriously and let people show themselves for what they are in the background.
It's like the gayest techno music you've ever heard.
Oh god, it was so bad. And I'm over here. Can you turn that off?
So, I mean, she was whacked out of her mind in this scene.
She really draws you into her face with her eyes.
Yeah, she has really expressive eyes.
Yeah. I was reading in the script, whenever they removed the blindfold, I don't know why, but I started laughing. I guess I was having a good day. I started laughing because in my mind I imagined that she would be like cross-eyed or something. I don't know why. I was just just started laughing, and he'd be like, oh, never mind. I love cross-eyed women, by the way. I love them.
That explains so much,
and
yet so little.
He's really happy right here. I love
With that bowl.
Yeah. He comes in, he's real happy, and he's proud of his work. I noticed, for some reason, there is a color palette going on with the movie that just kind of fell into place that we didn't really focus on,
Kind of unintentional.
Yeah.
How so?
Like the house here, there's a lot of oranges and and browns in the whole movie,
That's true. Yeah, I mean, the cabin was primarily orange and browns, and then when we made up this room, and just because of the way the light was coming through, you got that orange and stuff. Which, again, it wasn't... Well, I guess I did put orange gels on the window. Maybe it was...
I think we did that on the one window.
Yeah, it's all subconscious.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset that Tuco isn't in this movie, though.
He was.
He was in this
Someone decided to cut out the most amazing scene in the entire movie.
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't deal with the 2 establishing shots. Didn't need it.
It's too much. How long? What was the original cut of the length of this movie? And then.
Well, I mean, the first rough cut of it was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Right. And now it's 90 minutes or what was it?
Something like that. In case you're wondering, Tuco, I think we mentioned before, is Blaine's dog, but the reason I say it was the most amazing shot in the entire movie was it was in fact my personal cameo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And also my other cameo was given away. In fact, both of our cameos, because at one point we were both written to be man number 2, also played by Robert Kitchen.
Yeah, we're gonna be hitmen.
Well, there was gonna be 2
kidnappers.
Of them.
Right. Yeah. And we were rejected. Jason said he didn't want me to be a star.
I had to kneel to the thespian power of Kitchen.
There wasn't enough characters in this movie. Thespian. But if you want to see more of Tuco, you can go to YouTube, and look up Cade, and you can see Tuco performing.
He's good.
As Vicious Hound.
Number 3.
Yeah.
No, he's number 1.
He's not number 1. There's only one, but there should be sequels eventually.
Okay.
Like this movie, is there going to be a prequel or a sequel?
We're actually thinking of a spin-off.
A spin-off.
Spin-off. There you go.
That's the technical.
Like the Ropers.
Yes.
Off of
just
Company.
like the Ropers.
Wow.
Well, it's like they all kind of move in together and they're roommates.
Yeah.
And, they're not getting along. They have to pretend that Alonzo and Walter are gay.
No. No, but I mean, isn't that the proper term? We're talking about...
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about doing another movie that takes place within the same universe featuring a couple of the minor characters. We're going to do another movie featuring the Hitman characters played by Alan and Debbie.
Mm-hmm. What would that be, an action movie or another crime drama type of thing?
It's kind of a surrealist comedy.
Kind of
kind of a
dark.
dark Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I remember now. Interesting.
Yes.
Indeed.
And what part am I going to play? In the movie?
Bernie.
Oh.
Hi.
Bernie number 3.
Hi. We're gonna have to superimpose Tuco's head over your face though for the entire movie.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
As long as it's not his little fat body.
Well, we could put his body in your head. Okay.
I agree.
Alright.
I like that idea.
So now I feel like this is something that's dramatic that we should be commentating on this sequence happening now.
This is where he's got to make the big decision, right?
Which decision? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Does he kill
Apparently.
his best friend, or does he love this lady?
I do both.
Yeah. He's torn.
Trapped.
He's trapped in a situation.
We're all trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I've heard the story before.
It's usually a waiter, a night teller.
They all end up
Or a
here.
hockey player.
They all end up doing commentaries for movies.
Aye.
I like the zip tie idea.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, it's I think more practical. I mean, than handcuffs.
Was it written as handcuffs?
It was written that she was tied down. I had kind of envisioned it being handcuffs or something.
Could you imagine if we used handcuffs? It'd be like clinking all the
Oh, I
time.
know.
Clink,
It
clink,
would've
clink. It would have been a nightmare.
Well, I don't think we were originally going to have it on the bed frame. I think we were looking for just something, anything that we could tie her down to.
She was going to be originally like tied up in a hammock, right?
A hammock?
A hammock?
Maybe it's just a dream I had.
Yeah, I think so.
You know.
No.
So now he's passed out from talking.
It's exhausting.
He fell asleep watching her.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a long talk.
I've done that before.
Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh.
No.
He's such a litter dog.
What was that?
Was
That
that
was,
pastries?
Oh yeah. See, he's not doing his cleanse anymore.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Not a
want
lot
to
of.
point out that cat was still staring at him like it's not right now. But he walks in and the cat's got its eyes on him.
because he's guilty.
Uh-huh.
Cats can tell.
What'd he do? Oh, he quit his cleanse.
Yeah, he quit his cleanse and.
The cat's
And he's gonna kill everybody.
Oh no! I can't believe that would happen. Not Franklin. He's the kind of skittish.
He's a nice guy.
There might be more to him than meets the eye.
He
That's all
wants
I'm
friends.
gonna say.
He wants friends.
I can't believe that.
He's lonely. This whole movie is about loneliness.
I mean, I can't believe he would kill anyone. He said earlier, like he didn't even want to be there. He wanted to leave.
Oh, there's the house thing I did. Spent a whole day on. Did you miss
See,
it?
we gave it a shot.
What about
The fish.
the fish? I had to make that fish.
Paper mache and tape, and I'm not gonna lie.
Duct
The first time
Yeah.
I saw it, I thought it was real. I was like,
Cool.
"What is this?" And I got closer, and I was like,
There's a fish on the wall and in the net. It's stuck in.
Stuck in the trapped in the net.
Trapped
in the net.
Yeah.
Aye.
There's a whole like kind of fish theme in that whole corner of the room.
Yeah, there's a fish tank too.
Yeah.
No, I want to take a second. I don't know how we haven't gotten here through the entire commentary thus far, but I got to give our sound guy an incredible amount of credit.
Here,
Incredible
here.
credit. Garm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I've talked to him dozens of times, and I still can't actually say his name right.
Oh, it's my landlords. They have a bunch of lanterns and stuff hanging out in this gazebo that they cook in sometimes. That's their bucket.
There's the
There
scene
it
with
is.
the cat.
He has that look like he's done something wrong, too.
Yeah, it looks like an alien though. Like one of its eyes. I don't know who made that. I found that at like a Goodwill, like I said, but its eye, it's like really weird. Somebody spent a lot of time working on that thing.
Oh yeah.
A lot of love. Alonzo. How did you meet Alonzo again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
DP at a movie he was acting in called Sunday School.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And right after that, he's just such a personality. I wrote the part of Stan in Edges of Darkness for him, and then
Very gung ho kind of.
yeah, I mean, just a really talented guy. I mean, a good actor. He's a writer himself. He's actually working on his directorial debut right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a few shorts, but it's his first feature.
I keep saying he reminds me of a certain other well-established actor.
Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Mr. Samuel L. Jackson. I keep saying
Who?
if I can.
Who?
He's an indie guy.
Jungle Fever.
But I keep saying, man, if we can get the two of them in the same movie, you would never know. You'd think it was like
Amos and Andrew.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
No. But hear me out. Like you get him for the when he was like 20, you got Alonzo, which is funny because Alonzo is not in his 20s, but he looks very young.
Shaft.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you get
New
Shaft.
He
Way
played
older Alonzo.
Richard Roundtree.
No, that was the old Shaft. I'm talking about new Shaft with Christian Bale.
Deep Blue Sea.
Christian Bale's in that?
Yeah, he played the bad dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Keep finding out he's in movies.
And Christian Slater was in Alone in the Dark by Uwe Boll.
With Tara Reid and Stephen
I
Dorff.
heard that was amazing.
It was. Amazing acting.
Yes.
But
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
what?
Nothing.
Did you see how she has the red marks on her face? Did you do that after
Yeah,
she
yeah,
got the green?
yeah. Because she had the marks from the thing. So then, and we couldn't totally get rid of them. So we created the bruising around her lips, which it was a good effect.
I think this was awkward for you, Jason. Wasn't this the first sex scene you'd filmed?
I wouldn't exactly call it a sex scene, but yeah.
Oh, it's a scene in there having sex.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm confused. And in case anyone's wondering, she is of age.
Yeah. I was outside.
What was she, 14?
I was
15.
made
15? Yeah, it's of age somewhere.
Yeah.
I was setting up the trees outside while this was going on. To
right.
block off the house, yeah. So I could hear laughing and everyone was
Giggling.
having fun except me.
Yeah.
I was like, I need help out here with
It's
the
not as
trees.
bad as a friend of mine in the last feature we shot. Apparently, we had forgotten. Well, no, we had forgotten to block out the windows in her retail establishment when we were shooting a nude scene.
Oh yeah.
And apparently there were a couple of customers who had
Onlookers.
seen.
They saw everything.
Yeah,
I saw it all.
literally. That was fun.
You were gonna do a body stand-in for this, right?
Me?
Yeah.
For her or him?
The hips for her and the upper chest, I guess, for him.
I do have nice hips. No, I have to admit, everyone was very mature. I was a little worried about general maturity levels on set, but everyone was.
It was a
good.
small room too, so you couldn't like.
Yeah, you
how many
couldn't-
people?
you literally
were
couldn't-
crew?
Nah, I mean it was just myself, the two actors, sound guy, and script supervisor who was female, and the makeup girl who was female, just to help make her feel more
It's
comfortable.
just everyone we had on.
Well, no, it was like we tried to have equal men and women in there so that she
it
didn't
get
feel
uncomfortable.
yeah.
He didn't get too
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And it was, such an important scene for her character, and to see what's going on in her head. I just, wanted her to be as comfortable as possible.
Success.
Mm.
I was asking you how did you shoot it? Like, what did you tell them? What was your direction like when you were shooting it?
I was like, do it hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That may have been the
You're
most
both-
disturbing thing ever.
You're animals.
No, I mean the thing with a sex scene, at least from my viewpoint, is you just have to be as specific as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Cock your head this way,
No
pan
pun
it
intended.
now. Yeah, no pun intended. Climax. I mean, you really do. You literally have to sit there and
Right.
call the shots, at least through the first take, so that they know exactly what's expected of them. Otherwise, you just set the two people in the room and say do it, and then they're just like, well, is this
Yes.
right? And it's
Yeah.
more awkward for them.
Yeah.
I find that it helps them is if the more specific you are, the better.
You guys, you managed to get this scene really quick. I mean, what was it, 2 or 3 takes, or at least it seemed like it.
Yeah, we did 3 takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that this also the?
No. The
sand
post
talk or whatever?
coital was a whole nother scene. This was like this is a 7-minute scene or a 6-minute scene, and we shot this 2 cameras, and I think we did 3 takes, 3 or 4. But I ended up using most of the first take.
Where'd you get this story from the old lady? Did you make that up? Or?
Yeah, I just made it up. I don't know why. When I was deciding that he'd been in prison for how long he'd been in prison, I was trying to figure out where he went in. It was 1986, and I was like, "What happened in 1986?" That would be, would be a big marker. Right. And I was like, "Oh, space shuttle."
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I remember it. You know, I remember being in grade school when that happened.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember walking to the library, and people were like, I was in a junior high, and people were running into the library to watch TV.
Yeah.
I remember being 1 year old, and drinking milk.
And you're like, oh, shit all over myself again.
I think I cried. I was so beaten up about it and so upset that I cried.
It affected me, not that much, but I was like, oh, you know.
No, I cried because I was one.
Oh, yeah.
I was a baby.
I see.
Babies do that.
You and your snake.
Yeah.
We had a two shot of them from above, kind of a bird's eye shot that was kind of cool, but we ended up not using it because it looked like she was eating his nipple.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that in here where you had if you get the wrong angle at any time, it looks funny or awkward. Like there's one shot I remember where Alonzo's talking, and in the background the fish that I made, he's like they're touching lips. Of course the fish is way in the background. And I was just, I don't know if I got that shot or who got that shot, but kind of ruins it.
No, or going back to Blaine's head in a birdcage.
Yeah.
You know, that's
stuff like that. You can't have it in there.
Well, you could. I would have been perfectly happy with it.
You couldn't really tell unless,
someone pointed it out.
Yeah.
I love Easter eggs too. I love, when you go through movies and you're like looking for that.
I think you would have noticed the guy with the big head in the cage.
In the cage with the camera.
No, but I do. It's funny. A lot of people,
wouldn't exactly.
I mean, there's
an Easter egg.
Well, no, but I like screw ups.
I
like to watch a movie and be like, oh,
well, then you'll love this.
Oh, I got that beautiful sunset just now.
Yeah, that was second unit.
Yeah, I drove up into the mountains and they had these people like with a huge mansion, and there was just enough room for me to park my Jeep and set up the camera along this road.
This is awkward.
Yeah. He thought he was in love with him. Something like that.
She knows she's in trouble too.
Yeah.
Hussy.
Where'd you get all the guns for this movie?
Gun store.
Yeah. I know I gave you one gun.
Yeah,
no, we had two guns. Yeah, how many guns did we have? Like,
we only had like
three,
three,
see,
and we
had one gun that disappeared.
Yeah, and we had the same, actually him and the hitman used the same gun.
Yeah.
And then she had the double barrel, and then Anne-Marie had that little, Walther or whatever.
That little pistol I had.
Yeah. That was it.
No, both of those, the gun that Franklin has is a BB gun that I'd gotten for a prior shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it. I mean, it looks real.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that little red thing, so it's
and
it's a convincing gun.
There's never any close-ups of them, so
Right, it doesn't give it away.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think even if you had a close-up of it, you can.
There's kind of one when he pulls it out of the glove box.
Yeah, but I mean,
it works pretty good.
I mean, the barrel, you don't see the barrel. So.
Right. Yeah.
But it sells.
Yeah. It's moot. It's a moot point.
Moot. It's funny to me that it looks like two separate sets to me.
What's that? The bedroom.
The bedroom. Yeah, it's weird how.
Yeah, because nothing really carries on into the bedroom.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a different.
Yeah, no, it's just cool to see that they are the same house in the same place, and kind of reassures you that it's all happening in the same world.
Yeah, I think we're lucky to get this interior right here. I mean,
the
last one we had to build the set and
Edges of Darkness, everything.
Yeah,
90% of those sets interior sets were built.
We didn't build anything for this, did we?
No, this was all existing stuff.
Oh wait, let me rephrase that. I built absolutely everything that you see myself.
Good job.
That's why you were concerned when he slammed them into the wall.
I was.
There's a few shots in here, like when we're looking at the floor, because he has that blue floor, where I think it kind of looks like a set.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't look like you'd have that color floor. But, again, when you're using somebody's free set, you can't exactly go repaint their floors.
I did. My floor was red before you got there. I snuck in, painted it blue.
I think I would have preferred it red.
Well, I know that. That's why I painted it blue. I was like, you can't have that. And wanted the polka dots and the kitty cats on there, but you insisted I got rid of them.
I thought you should have done oh, never mind. Oh.
Did you guys put that cross on the wall, or was that there?
No, that was there. I didn't even notice that until we started shooting, but there's that cross, and then there's like some blue light, which I would have taken for like some like weird looking blue clicky light. You push it and it lights up.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about on the wall.
Yeah, it just kind of doesn't fit.
Yeah, the little white round thing.
Yeah.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
You'll see it when he's by the door.
So is this where the one of the two places for the song to?
No.
There's a black spot there.
Where?
But never mind.
Okay.
Well, for the twist song.
Well, it's not the twist. It's a what do you call it? A remastering.
Oh yeah,
it's a remix.
A remix of the Fly, the first song.
Fly.
We after much work, we were able to secure two old song and a remix of the same song, which I was very excited to pull off.
We had like 4 pictures on that wall before we just moved to 2, because of the action that takes place there.
Oh yeah, because they had to keep slamming against the wall.
Yeah. I think.
See, how many times do they slam them into that wall? 3, right?
2.
That's like
3.
That's like the violence spot
3.
in the movie.
It is.
Like
violence is.
He chokes him right there.
It's drawn to it, you know. And there was back in the '60s, there was a murder that took place there. It happened against that wall.
Yeah. That's where
I had to take off the chalk outline of the person who died there. Actually,
they had a heater there. Originally, there was a heater, and she was shot. The old lady that lived there and fell onto the heater, and 2 days later they found her. She was all burnt up. Yeah.
I served her on the 3rd day of filming, actually.
Oh, it tasted a little like
charred
chicken.
No, I was gonna say like Bengay. Minty. That's it. It was minty.
That was the mint.
I like how she's in the background and she's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna.
She looks like a little kid that's in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't mean to sleep with him.
She is a little kid in trouble.
Yeah, she is. It's actually kind of creepy. But no, I mean, it looks like she's being scolded by her 2 parents, and they're yelling about something that she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder.
See that?
Yeah. Was Alonzo mom or dad?
He's mom.
Mom?
Or no, he'd be dad.
He'd be dad because she's kind of he's the more.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, there was a hand gesture there that I guess you didn't see on account of the fact that you can only hear my voice.
But barely.
Yes, apparently I'm whispering. I'll get louder.
He talks like he's like some kind of superhero or something.
Who does?
Bravo.
Oh, what do you mean?
On the commentary, he's all like, la 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 la. You know, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Don't judge the things I say.
The Joker's in town. He's really evil.
Don't judge the things I say, or the things I say about the things I say, but the things I say about the things I say about the things I say.
So right here, they're splitting up to
find the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, he's trying to make everyone happy.
Which I would have been like concerned, you know, if I was Walt. That I'm leaving her alone with this guy.
I mean, he really didn't have much choice. It's
I
either
guess
he
not.
leaves her alone or
It was at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do the thing.
She reminds me of Annie right there. I don't know why.
Annie, Orphan Annie?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, watch. Well, next time you see her, look.
Yeah, I don't know about Annie, but it's funny that this is actually in a movie that's pretty much just 3 actors in a single location. This is like one of 2 scenes in the finished version that actually has all 3 of them together. they actually had very little interaction, but with the all of them at the same time. But I don't know. This plays really well here. Of course, there was the original scene where he drug her in, but we ended up cutting that.
I should have. I thought I'm pretty sure I washed that bandana. Anyway,
the only reason that I really even wanted you on set was the dog.
Oh yeah.
Tuco.
This is where it was going to be at.
Yeah, this was originally both my and Tuco's second cameo.
Yeah.
Because I was going to die and then magically reappear.
Yeah. Well, we had him downstairs slipping into the building. It was just we just didn't need the shot.
Yeah.
I wept. Wept and wept and cried and wept.
This is really intense. This is like the first cut you did of this scene.
Yeah, this is the first scene I cut ever.
I gotta say, it was always weird to see Reggie acting too, because he is so.
Forget that happens.
He is so hardcore as an actor, and then he'll finish his line and be like, "So how was that?" You know, and be so calm and
cordial and nice.
You know, you see him in this, and you expect that he's gonna be just a monster. You know, he's the nicest guy.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, and a pleasure to have on set.
Totally the opposite of Robert Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Prima donna.
Well, you're just saying that because Kitchen beat you up.
And he's not here. Yeah.
But he is.
He beat me up and my dog.
He did. He don't like your dog.
Well, it's because I think he's allergic to life forms.
Oh, that's right. He's allergic to animals.
Yeah.
He's just an evil person.
Very sarcastic.
Very hurtful.
Yeah.
He beat me.
You too?
Yeah. Well, we did have a very near incident with his screen door. We almost had some issues, but
that was a good cut.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cuts that just work so well. It's like don't even notice them. Like that one.
I was gonna say that wasn't a cut.
No, that was just a hand, but the cut
yeah.
before.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I didn't do too much production design. All that stuff was there already, right?
Yeah.
And do you ever see those things on the walls that you stuck up there?
No.
Oh.
we never shoot that way.
Yeah. We had to make up the whole wall because it was just blank whiteness. So Jason had these what were they?
They're like pads that you set your computer chair on or your computer desk on.
Oh yeah.
You know.
They were deco art. Okay.
Yeah. He said stick them up on the wall, and he created a new art form.
Yeah, it was so
That's
proud.
the voice he uses too. Stick him up on the wall.
Stick him up on the wall over there. No one will notice.
That's what I sound like on set.
Yeah. He turns into Jiminy Cricket.
So just out of curiosity,
He looks
how many
so short right here. Look how that shot looks really short.
He's like 9 foot tall in real life.
Yeah. Were you holding the camera over your head, or was
I was just trying to make him look smaller.
Yeah.
And he was he was ashamed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
And it was all one shot. So I started high on him and then moved down and lower on Reggie.
A lot of testosterone in this room.
Oh yeah, man. And again, this is a really thin hall, and as soon as we got these two guys in this hall, 2 days before, I'm looking at the hall, and we got plenty of room in here, and you get these two big guys in there, and they're gonna be fighting, and you're like, oh gosh.
No, I was talking about this room.
Oh right, my room.
A lot of dudes.
Oh, gotcha.
Here's a little what kind of moment would you call this? Like it.
I don't know.
They're gonna go kill this other dude.
Yeah.
Are they? We don't know that.
We don't know it. Maybe they're just gonna go. You'll see in the next movie.
Up until now, I mean, and I was there. I read the script and all that. I thought they went for tea.
Right.
Pinky.
Maybe they're going to see somebody else. It's a condo.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who live there.
Mm-hmm. This is unit number 201.
Yeah. So I want to point out earlier. I meant to point it out earlier. I'm going to say earlier at least 3 more times in the statement.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
So you're gonna.
You know what? I'm not going to say it anymore. I hope you're happy.
What's the deal? What's your little secret?
No, it's a secret now.
I want to know.
I'm going to take it to the grave.
It's in that note.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Anne Marie wrote that note, right?
Yeah. Alan said he was. He hadn't read the note before this scene. He actually said he was so moved by the note that he didn't really have to do much in the scene to get where he had to go emotionally.
That's the same note she was writing at the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think if you pause in the second scene or the first scene, you can there's a scene where you can read that note.
Really?
What she has, yeah. It's.
I've never done that. Did you do it?
I did.
And you were able to read it?
I was able to read it. I
Really?
feel like an idiot now because I can't remember what it said, but it is touching.
I have the note somewhere actually.
Yeah, that's going to go on eBay one day when this is the biggest movie ever. And,
right next to Titanic.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be Titanic. See, look at that.
Oh,
That
you
looks
can
like
see
a
the
gun
tip
right
of the
there.
gun, yeah.
That looks like a real gun.
I remember editing something.
Did you edit it to look more real?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I wanted it to look fake.
Photoshopped a red dot in it.
Oh. So this is her showing the seductress that she thinks she is.
The shell has come off of the pistachio. Is that a saying?
If not, it should be. It's good.
Yeah. She's very sensual in this movie.
Yes.
The hand on the hip thing.
Well, I mean, you know, she's 13 years old. She's had plenty of time to learn.
Yeah, she's been watching Bratz
Brats.
or whatever. Is that a cartoon or is it just a toy?
I think there was a movie.
Oh,
There,
I don't know.
boo boo.
Boo boo.
I don't know.
Now, how old is she in real life? 22, 23?
I have no idea. I don't talk about women's ages
No, but I mean, you know,
because that would be rude.
she does definitely look like she's
She's in her 20s.
15. You know, she looks like a kid.
There's her poopy bucket.
Oh yeah,
I should say
that'll be on eBay too.
she looked like a kid. See, I waited for
I
it.
like it,
I
yeah.
paused.
Good.
See, I should say dun dun dun. I was gonna put the dun 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 on there, but it didn't seem appropriate. But
Nice.
now I've thrown it out there. I've done it. And I regret it. Something's occurred to me when I said that and a couple of other things through this commentary. I actually made eye contact with Blaine and wasn't looking at the mic, and I wonder if that's actually going to show up.
In our inflections.
No, in
Inflections?
That you're looking at him?
No,
it's not video.
I'm looking.
The situation is we're in Jason's bedroom and Robert's on Jason's bed. There's nothing.
Drinking a pina colada.
Yeah.
Let's get the logistics.
Jason's sitting to the left of me.
And you, well, the point is, Blaine is sitting behind me, and when I look at him or talk to him, I'm not actually looking at the mic, which is the item used for recording voices.
Yeah. We had a little trouble with setting up, but it's okay now.
This is a very epic and exciting scene right now.
Yeah, this is where it's all coming down to the head, I guess you could say.
The nitty gritty.
Yeah, the
nitty-gritty.
nitty-gritty. That's
Things are not Coco Cabana right
Yeah.
now.
Things have hit the fan.
Now, actually, going back, that's a term that Franklin uses quite a bit. Is that something that you had used before, or did you just come up with that right now?
Copacabana?
I had never heard that before.
It's a Barry Manilow song.
Is it? Yeah, I've never heard it before.
You never heard the Copacabana?
Copacabana.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 da.
I guess I just hadn't put it together in
It's a happy song. You know,
Yeah.
everything's happy.
well, I don't
The song is sad.
Well, yeah, but it's happy sounding.
If you listen to the lyrics,
Yeah, I
people
know.
get
Yeah,
killed.
yeah.
It's fitting though.
Yeah.
Maybe the Copacabana at one time was a happy place.
Mm.
maybe this is the Coco Cabana.
Before Lola lost her love.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, like, maybe this is, you know how they talk about doing stuff on Indian burial grounds? Aerial bury that. I'm thinking maybe the Coco Cabana was bulldozed over and this house was built on top of the.
I don't think so.
No. Am I reading too much into it? Maybe.
I love those close shots like that. You know. Just like, boom.
Alan looks distressed.
Oh yeah.
He seems upset.
This is the day he made sushi.
He was very upset about
Yeah,
it.
he's like, "Where's mine? Where's mine?"
I was very proud of that.
That was delicious sushi.
I made sushi, sashimi, teriyaki chicken.
I like the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I think this is actually the day I did the lasagna and sweet potato fries. Those sweet potato fries were good.
Yeah, they were.
And I actually bought those in a supermarket. I did
Were
not
you,
make
wasn't it originally in the script that you didn't see her get killed? Right?
Yeah, we never did.
them. Oh, you do?
You see her get shot. Boom.
We didn't see her get shot.
Yeah, you do.
When?
Well,
When-
you see the gun go off.
You
don't
see the
her
gun,
head.
you don't see her get killed.
Dying.
You never see her dying.
You see, like, that she's down.
Yeah,
You see, that's kind of her getting shot or
but
getting
you don't
killed.
see it. It happens.
off screen.
Yes.
Doesn't, I guess...
But I mean, it was more in the script originally. It was like the doors closed or something. You just hear it happen.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what I
right.
mean.
Yeah, it just made more sense to be honest.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was actually kind of upset. That was a really cool prosthetic piece that our makeup girl did and covered it up with blood and you couldn't even tell it was on him.
Mm.
And there was a windmill around my house that I thought we should have shot some stuff with Alonzo, like when he was out there.
Yeah, by the windmill.
Yeah,
I
but
remember. Just didn't have
It
time.
added something. I mean, not added something. You know,
It would have given him
something
his
else.
inspiration, his muse
Yeah.
that hit.
All right, for the windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look like that?
It's a little shorter.
I've never seen him now before.
A windmill?
Online.
Oh. Like, wow, I'm smarter than somebody.
No, you're not.
Oh, no. Zoom in on this gunshot.
Oh wait.
It looks like he's hurting.
I think their blood on the floor looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah, the blue actually helped. the
Yeah,
blood.
it did.
Yeah.
If it had been a white floor, it would have been like,
I wish we would have put more blood on his stomach.
I don't know, his,
Yeah.
Who's Jeb York?
He was the production controller.
Oh, I never met him. He had
Jesus.
the big mustache.
He's gonna be really upset that you didn't remember.
No, I
him.
remember. He had the huge mustache.
Yeah,
It was
that
like
was
really
him.
thick.
There's
Kept brushing it. James L. Bills survived the Hurricane Katrina.
Richard Horton.
Oh, yeah.
That's my cousin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Special thanks to the Jones and Kitchens household.
Rich
I don't
Hope.
see no special thanks to me. I'm just saying.
Well, you were producer.
I know. I deserve some thanks for that.
So there were prosthetic animals used in scenes.
Yeah. Good, you should have had pictures.
Ownership of this motion picture is property of me.
I would have liked to have seen pictures
Ski, you guys.
of
I'll have to say, this is probably the most
pictures from
non-constructive commentary I've ever had the privy
We
of,
did it. We got
being
through it.
around.
We did it.